What up, everyone? I'm Thor Draper Jr., and welcome back to the Cyber Journey. First off, I want to thank you all for your support and for subscribing to the channel. Your feedback and questions are what drive this community forward. And today we're going to be diving into another fantastic question from one of our subscribers who was wondering if it's too late to start a career in cybersecurity in your 30s. So let's get started. We're going to discuss some personal anecdotes. We're going to talk a little bit about the certifications, some of the soft skills to take advantage of, and the cybersecurity landscape. What does a career in cybersecurity mean? Cool. Let's jump into that question. Bonketo asks, brother, I'm already 32 years old and I want to learn cybersecurity. Do you think it's already too late for me? I know it's hard, but I hope I can learn. I'm thinking on getting the Google cybersecurity cert. Can you give me some advice? I'll appreciate it. Incidentally, this is like the third time I've seen this cert mentioned. And I've kind of just been randomly picking things, but it looks like it's really, really popular. So a lot of the things you're probably on the right track, but I'd love to hear from your perspective. Why the Google Security Cert over another foundational cert like the CompTIA Security Plus or one of the ones from one of the big vendors like Microsoft or AWS or anyone else? Just something that I'm curious. Anyway, let's jump into it. So first off, thank you so much for your question. And let me assure you, it is never too late to start a career in cybersecurity. Age is just a number, and your willingness to learn and adapt is going to be what truly matters. So let's break down your path and explore what you can do to succeed. So some of the benefits to starting later in life, you've got actual life experience. You're bringing a wealth of life experience that can be incredibly valuable. You've likely developed some strong problem-solving skills, some discipline, a way to hold yourself accountable, a mature perspective to things. That all can help you navigate complex cybersecurity questions. And this is one of the fields that I think has the highest demand on your soft skills than any other field within IT. And your ability to communicate, relate to others, talk to people, and stand out as a leader can be something that absolutely slingshots you, especially if you are open at this point to either being a full-time individual contributor or a manager. Like the world is your oyster and you can start preparing yourself towards one of those career paths. You probably have transferable skills that you might not even realize. So from your previous careers, you might have communication, project management, critical thinking. Those are all really transferable. And that diverse perspective that you have a unique background that can provide some fresh perspective, which is often appreciated in this field because it thrives on diverse viewpoints. You can implement a security procedure or practice, but we all know that the more strict you are with security, I like using an example of if you have clay in your hand and you squeeze it and you make it really, really difficult, it's going to eke out some of the cracks between your fingers. So if you make security so hard that the end users can't operate as the expected method, in which you're a traditional end user right now, what are the shortcuts? What are the ways that you skirt around the security practices? Keep those things in mind. Communication is not only big for your inter-team, but it's really big outside of your team as well. A lot of roles in cybersecurity are going to put you in a position where you have to speak to end users and educate them on why it's important to do secure practices, as well as how to do those secure practices. You'll also find yourself in positions where you might be talking to managers or even C-suite level employees on why you should go with some vendor or why you should purchase a product to help you with your visibility, with your detection, your response, with your prevention of these security incidences. So that goes into a lot of outside of the technical space, why having experience and being able to talk to a variety of people can be really, really helpful. Some of the specific tips and hacks that I would recommend would be leveraging some online learning platforms. It looks like you're on the right road with the Google Cybersecurity Cert, but keep an open mind. Do things like try Hack Me, Hack the Box. Those are really, really cybery platforms, but they have phenomenal communities on Reddit, on YouTube. They've got great walkthroughs. And it is really about surrounding yourself with professional development, technical development resources that are easy to digest as you go throughout your day. I teach at a cybersecurity boot camp, or occasionally I will. And the career changers there are all throughout different walks of life at different ages. And what I've seen be their X factor as they've entered the field is the fact that when they were doing these boot camps, or if you're doing some online learning platform and watching videos or something like that, they were disciplined in the time that they set aside to keep learning. Now, that was great as they ramped up. The ones that I saw were most successful, the accelerators is what I like to call them, they just kept that habit as they entered the field. When you're dealing with people who they entered IT straight out of college or they took the traditional path, a lot of the times what I find is that there is a sense of comfort. A lot of the IT personality, you know, forgive me if I'm generalizing, but I think a lot of people just want to get good at what their role is and they want to do that thing. If you're breaking into the field, having this open mindset ends up being something that helps you stand out amongst your peers because not everybody is open to going from domain to domain. So keep those things in mind too. If you set your schedule for learning, professional development, and you challenge yourself to network today with people and hiring managers in your area, and you continue those, it will pay off with compounding results down the road. So I think, 32 is super early, but this is for everybody. When you make that contract with yourself, hold yourself accountable and make sure that you keep going. Document your learning journey, document the aha moments, help other people. Technical documentation can help you stand out. And it's an easy way to really have evidence, not only for employers, but for yourself too, on as how far you've come and a way to keep going. Just keep rewarding yourself and stacking those small wins. The next thing I want to talk about is cybersecurity domains. I touched on not dictating your success because sometimes that can limit it. So what I mean by that is don't necessarily require that the word cybersecurity or security be in the job title because the cybersecurity space is huge. Let's take a look at the cybersecurity domain map. And I've shown this and talked about it for years now. And this is the revision from 3.1 in March 2021. But you can see cybersecurity domains go into physical security, security operations with incident response, detections, user education, threat intelligence, governance, enterprise risk management, risk assessments, app security. Some of those were compliance standards at the top, career development, security architecture. All of these colors have their own domains. They're their own jobs. They are their own 40-hour-a-week gigs. Each one of the bubbles is its own role. So it is a huge space. And what I would do is hopefully while looking at this, you might think, oh, that's cool. Lean into it a little bit and reach out to some people on LinkedIn with that job role and say, hey, what's your day-to-day like? Because if you can add with already your discipline, if you can add having a targeted approach that you wanted to make yourself and do exercises that were going to best prepare you for a specific role within a specific vertical, that's going to just increase your batting percentage. That's going to help you knock out an anecdote that you mentioned in an interview. It also can help you rule out places so that way you don't waste too much time. I know that time is going to be important when it comes to making this career transition, but keep in mind, hey, it's a journey. It's a cyber journey. So you want to reach out to people on LinkedIn just to pick their brains because it is wildly different if you go from wanting to be a pen tester to wanting to be somebody in forensics, and likely that the path is completely different and the things that you should be doing week over week are going to be slightly different. So having that targeted approach and that willingness to talk to others is going to be the thing that helps you break into the industry, create that network, and have success early on. So thank you so much for tuning into this episode. I hope it was encouraging. I know you can do it. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe, comment, and let me know if there's a specific topic you'd like me to cover. Your feedback helps me create content that resonates with you, and thank you so much for watching The Cyber Journey. Bye. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. That everything but like the very sign off didn't record. So then I had to abruptly make that change. But yeah, this is Lloyd. Hi. Oh, okay.